Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today got some, well, I got some new rims. I got the old tires, but got some new rims for the Ranger 900. Got 3 of them mounted up, and these are the TUSK Beadlocks. They call them smoke. They've got like a bronze color on the inside. I think that's gonna look awesome with my color choice on the Ranger. So yeah, they look really good with those Sedona Rock-A-Billys. I had these on there were some gunmetal gray rims. So I figured since I'm going to keep the machine, I'm gonna get a rim that I really want. I usually look around for like a deal, but this time I just said I've been wanting these rims for a while. These are really neat. They've got a lot of different grooves and different angles and stuff like that. Kind of just like the body of the 900's got kind of angles and everything all over. So I think it's a really good match. Beadlock, really neat. It's a real beadlock. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second here. But yeah, I got one more left. And these are 28, 10, 14 Sedona Rock-A-Billys. The rims are 14x7. I'll link the rims. I'll link the tires too. I got the tires, like I said, I've had these a while, but they've been stored inside. I think maybe 1,500 miles on them. And you can see there's all kinds of tread left. They're a good looking tire. I wanted something different, but maybe we'll wear these out and get the other ones. But anyway, here they are. Like I said, TUSK wheel. I will link them. They are a beadlock, so you have to mount these up. First thing I like to do is I like to blow out all the little holes that you're going to be using for the beadlock. You don't want any kind of debris in there. You'd be surprised the little aluminum chunks that are in there, and they are not good for the threads. So I like to go through them and blow them all out. Once they're clean, you can get the tire ready to go on this thing. So you're gonna lube the back bead only. And the way I like to do that is usually there's a spot, there's a mark on your tire. They want this mounted where the valve stem is. So then I'll usually take the other side, will be my back side. So I'm going to lube that up. And what I like to use for lube is I like this paste. It's not lube, it's like a paste. I'll link that too. That's really good. It's better than like the soapy water stuff, because this stuff won't like dry out, because it's going to take a little while to go around that beadlock. So this stuff is not going to dry out like a soapy water would. And I think this works way better than soapy water for seating the beads. I usually put a good amount of that on the tire and a little bit on the rim. I go around the rim. the back side of the rim, just so it helps it seat that bead. Sometimes the beads can be hard to seat on these, so that lube really helps. Okay, so once you get the tire lubed up, it'll pretty much drop down over the rim. You're going to take your beadlock ring that comes in the box. You're going to set that over the tire, and then they send you a bag of bolts, and you want to put a little dab of anti-seize on each one of those bolts, and then you're going to start them by hand so so you don't cross thread. So one thing about these TUSK wheels is you can see there's a whole bunch of bolt holes, and you only really need half of these. They give you another set just in case you would happen to strip out a bunch of holes or something like that, or something would go bad. Well, they shorted me one bolt. That was my biggest fear with this. I made it through 3 rims and they sent all the bolts, so I thought I was in good shape. And these are 5/16. I only have a gold colored one, so now I got one gold colored one. Not real happy about that. Okay, so once you get all your bolts in the rim, I like to take a 1/4-inch ratchet and snug them down. You want to go in a crisscross pattern. I'll show you the diagram that they show, but yeah, I just do a crisscross pattern. I like to snug them up with a small wrench. Once you get them all snugged down, or once I get them all snugged down with the little wrench, I go to my torque wrench. First sequence you want to do is 10 foot-pounds, and you're going to go around and around and around the wheel, and there's no way around that. There's no quick way to do this. The whole idea of that is to evenly compress the ring over the tire. So there's no fast way to do this. It's going to take some time. So take the time, do it right. Okay guys, let's talk about how to use a torque wrench correctly. Obviously you set it to the torque you want, but you want a nice smooth motion until it clicks. No jerky motions, no fast motions, just a nice smooth pull on the handle. Okay, so you're going to go around and around this thing, and you're going to hit your torque on the bolts, and then you go around, and then you'll notice that your bolt is still turning before it's torqued. So you got to keep going around and around, and the reason that's happening is because this is compressing the rubber, and every time you tighten one to the 10 foot-pounds, the ones around it are loose again. And you just got to keep going around and around until you get the 10 foot-pounds, until they all click on 10 foot-pounds. It takes a while, but eventually you will get there. And then once they all click on 10 foot-pounds and you've done your crisscross pattern, you can go to your 20 foot-pounds, your final torque, and do the same crisscross 20 foot-pounds. That happens a little faster because once you get to the 10 foot-pounds, you're pretty much clamped down. And you should be evenly clamped if you followed your crisscross pattern and you slowly torque them all down. Foot-pounds. Now I was a little nervous to go to 20 foot-pounds with these aluminum wheels because I had another brand of beadlock wheels, and I think the maximum torque on those was 10 foot-pounds, but it seems like those bolts were a lot smaller. But you can, it goes to 20 foot-pounds, so I'm using a inch-pound torque wrench, so you got to convert foot-pounds to inch-pounds. There's 12 inch-pounds in 1 foot-pound. I like to use the smaller inch-pound ratchet just so you don't overly torque these and strip them out. They are aluminum. This is aluminum rim, so yeah, just take your time and do this right and you won't have any problems. Okay, so I've got to the 20 foot-pounds on all the bolts all the way around. Now they say to retorque these every 50 miles until 200 miles is reached. So I guess be aware of that. I got a blister on my thumb from running around and torquing all these bolts on all these wheels. But yeah, be aware of that. Now I just got to air this one up. Seat the bead on the back side. Should go easy with the lube on the back, and then I get to bolt them on the machine. So I'm doing about 14 psi to start out with. We'll see how they ride. I'll air them. Might be airing them down. We'll see. Okay, so I got a fresh set of lug nuts. Always nice to start with a fresh set. It seems like after a few times taking these on and off, the paint or coating starts to come off. So yeah, I usually pick up a new set every few times I change wheels. Well, there she be. Hopefully that wind is coming right at us, but hopefully it ain't gonna mess up the audio. I like it. Really like it. Those other tires really threw the rocks. They were probably better tires for the roadways. I don't do a whole lot of roadways, but a little bit of pavement I do. You'd think that these would be kind of rough with the gap between the lugs, but they run pretty smooth. They make some noise, but they run pretty smooth. I like the offset. They stick out a little more. Makes that rear bed guard look a lot better. I like the darker look as well on the wheels. That little bit of bronze in the wheels, I think, goes really nice with that root beer color that I have. So I guess that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you.